Hey, what's up, man? How are you? I'm gonna do one run of this frustrating game, and then I'm probably gonna play Kamen Rider. Been working on stuff for a couple hours. See if I can beat the game this run. I'm only giving this one shot tonight. I've already played this like 5 hours today on the Steam Deck. developer said he's going to nerf the second half of the game, so I don't feel like malding over something that's going to be balanced. But I want to give it at least one try, because I still have some things to unlock. I don't know how to unlock the other weapons, so I should be able to do that this run at least. Going any farther than that right now is kind of just making yourself frustrated for no reason. It's unfair. Unfair. The second half of the game is too long, and you get locked in hit stun for like half your health constantly. It feels really unfair. The guy he's made like 2 posts saying he's gonna fix it, so I'm not gonna sit here and get frustrated when the developer agrees that it's not the way it should be, so... As soon as this run dies, I'm not playing this anymore until the patch. I don't know what time it is over there, but probably like when I wake up or something, it'll be a patch. But this game's got pretty nice meta progression, so even if you can't beat it because it's unfair, you can still make progress, which helps. I think I just fucked up the run. Yeah, and it needs to be level 2, doesn't it? That sucks, man. I think I can take both, hopefully. No, I can't. I don't think you can get fusions too quickly. They want you to work for them. This fire? Ice and wind for the... Ice and wind for normal attack fusion? Yeah. Kinda got crap luck there, I didn't get a reroll. This chick seems pretty useless. I think there's better things to spend money on than that. Doesn't seem to make that much of a difference. Maybe it does later after you ride more. Seems like I kinda... What was Gold saying? See, they have stuff in here that prevents, like, you think it would prevent too much hit stun, but it's all on, like, long-ass cooldowns, so... like, that's to tell you what's gonna happen. That's gonna trigger once, and then you're gonna be stuck in hit stun again. It's not as good as it sounds on paper, trust me. I've tried it. Okay, so it's ice and wind is the fusion for the normal attack, which I haven't seen yet. I want to try that out too. It's not giving me stuff I want. It's not giving me any stuff I want. I have no rerolls either. Sucks. I think rerolls are actually pretty important in this game, it seems. Some of these games are like nice to have, but you don't like need them. It feels like in this game you really need them. Still an upgrade though, not bad, nothing to complain about. Probably pretty hard to get a fusion until you're at like the 3rd level, unless you get really lucky. Fusions seem worth it though. A lot of iframes and stuff. Okay, so... shit, my brain is fried. My brain is fried. It's hard learning games like this. It's a lot of memory. Like, you gotta remember what things do and all that stuff. I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, I wanted wind on basic attack. Yeah. It's ice and wind on basic attack. Alright, I made the right choice. How am I liking this game? If they get rid of all the bullshit, I think it'll be a lot more fun. This game should have been early access, honestly. Because they're getting bad reviews about the unfair stuff. I think games like this actually benefit from being in early access as much as people don't want to admit it. It's like pretty apparent once you get past this next boss, this game just... the game like triples in difficulty, which is not normal. Shouldn't be like that much of an increase. So it basically forces you to grind, which is the bad thing about it. You're not doing that with skill. Period. The Far Cry, from what I've been playing lately, like the Kamen Rider game, you can beat with no grinding, like very little. So it's one of those games that kind of catfishes you. Kind of catfishes you, really. Looks like it's skill-based because you have like a responsive character and there's parries and stuff, but the second half kind of makes all that go out the window because you get locked-in hit stun, and the game just like gets too long. And if they fix those things, problem right now is the bosses are easier than the enemies. The bosses are easier than the enemies. It's kind of a problem. The difficulty in this game is getting swarmed by unfair enemies. It's like not even the bosses at all. The bosses are pretty tame, at least most of them. That's kind of what they need to balance. The bosses should be the bosses are fine the way they are. It's just you shouldn't be like the trash mobs, which are the main threat, but that's kind of how this game is right now. The trash mobs just tear you to pieces, and then the bosses, you know, your character is pretty responsive, so your character is pretty responsive, so the bosses, as long as you're paying attention, aren't too bad, as long as you're not like completely just drained of resources. But then these rooms here just like take off like half your health, like one mistake. It's weird balancing. Should be the other way around. The trash mobs should still be threatening, but you saw how I killed that boss. It's a really fun fight because the mechanics are good. And then you get here and you just feel like kind of useless. You don't have the tools to deal with it. It's like Avengers Faceplant Simulator. Your guy is always like reeling over all the time. And there's no iframes at all. If they give you any, it's a random ability, and it has like a 30-second cooldown. So realistically, it'll save you once, but more likely you're just going to get stuck in that same situation again. These guys have rerolls, so it's kind of not very fun to fight, but they're worth it because they give you a reroll. Aw, come on, game. You're trolling me so hard right now. Sucks balls. Now it's not wanting to give me an upgrade, so I can't get the fusion. It's refusing to give it to me. I want to try to see what Imposed State does. Maybe status effects are, like, really good in this game. It's rare for them to be. Usually shit in every game. Just more of an annoyance for the player. So give it a shot, though. This game just came out, like, 24 hours ago, so... getting a lot of information on it. Give anything a try once. Somebody left or what? Nice! Post-win screen. I just get stuck in hit stun. Reducing enemies' attack power by 30. Looks like you could make, like, summon builds or something. The thing about the air combo is it gets you killed a lot because you can't parry. See, there's 90-second cooldown on that, so that sounds pretty bad. I don't know how much reducing their attack power is going to matter when it's mostly just getting comboed to death is what kills you in this game. Not really individual hits. There's no, like, one-shots in this game, it's just getting comboed to death. It's like a combo-based fighting game, pretty much. Like Battle for the Grid. You do like 80 hit combos, but eventually the scaling kicks in and you're just kind of like tickling them. It's more about like trying to go for a reset at that point. Nice, I do the R1 and I'm not invincible during it, so I get killed. Oh, here we go. Hit stun Fiesta. Nice. Spiders continue to be the most annoying, obnoxious enemies in video games. Always putting some lame-ass status effect on you so you can't play. Those things are so cheap. Took off like half my health. good, there's a fire here. Same shit. I don't want that. It's not even money to give me a good heal right now. Nice. Like how they give you a tech when you're on the ground, but when you're juggled, there's no burst. Like by the time you're on the ground, that's basically when the enemies have like a break in their attacks, and you're out of hit stun long enough. Like the ground tech should be an air tech. Like thanks, you know I already took like a huge chunk of health because I got juggled. What's up, Wang Tuna? How you doing? Yeah, I'm doing one run of this because the developer already said there's going to be a balance patch soon. So if the developer agrees that things are jacked up right now, then I'm not gonna sit here and get pissed off. I'm mostly just doing this run for progression. It's one thing if it's like an old game that's not updated, but the developer is like openly saying on the reviews and stuff he's gonna fix it. Why should I get so frustrated? Not worth it. That's when you know it's not a knee-jerk reaction either. The developer agrees with it. It's not even really a get good thing at that point. It's like, nope, they agree with it. I'm not gonna sit here and get all angry. The bosses are fun, the enemies are not. The enemies are the unfair thing in this game. It's the opposite of most video games, where like the trash mobs are like not a threat and the bosses are like what gets you killed. Nah, in this game it's the trash mobs. The trash mobs are like 5 times as threatening. Which is really weird when you think about it. I'm gonna go into this room and just get, like, annihilated. Especially with the spider. Spider's such a cheap bastard. Oh, here we go. Just locked in hit stun. Can't see anything. Status effect's great. Nice. completely demolish that boss, and these trash mobs are just like ultra instinct. I'm not even mad because there's no reason to get upset. They're gonna fix it. I just thought I'd let people know I'm not exaggerating. It's not like rage exaggeration. You just saw it happen. Feels like insurmountable at times. Nice. Nice. Oh, I'm attacking one enemy and then I just get comboed. Nice. This game has multiple difficulties, by the way. I can't imagine doing challenge runs on this game on the harder difficulties. It's probably just like you get juggled once and like half your health is gone by like no fault of your own. That's how this game kills you. It's not the normal way games have bullshit difficulty, which is just like getting one-shot by something. You don't get one-shot in this game, you get like touch of death comboed. It's kind of like Battle for the Grid, the Power Rangers game. Like even the grappler in that game does not do a lot of damage with singular hits. It's like her combos do a lot of damage. This run's pretty much toast because I'm just getting juggled non-stop. There's like no point in continuing this run, honestly. I already wasted my revive. You lose your revive that early, you're not finishing. Not the way the game is now. It's just not gonna happen. Gotta treat it like a speed run. Like when speedrunners lose like 30 seconds in the first 10 minutes. It's like, yeah, there's no point in continuing. There's no point in continuing. You already lost a minute in the first 10 minutes. So you've lost like 10% of the time already. Why would you continue? That's kind of how this game is. No, they do hit stun. It's just the air combo tends to get you killed because there's no parry in the air. There's no air parry. There's no air parry, so the more likely outcome is you'll get killed for it. These NPCs don't do anything. All they do is just talk about the story. Alright, well, I'm not doing any more of this tonight. It's like legit fruitless to keep playing when the developer agrees that the game is jacked up right now. I think we'll do Kamen Rider. Oh wait, there's an update right now. I closed the game and there was an update. He literally just updated the game, like, right now. As soon as I closed it, it updated. Looks like they nerfed the spiders as well, because the spiders are what kills you. The spiders have really weird, non-normal attacks. They don't really have any melee attacks, and then they blind you. So then, all that means is you're just gonna get juggled more. All right, well, we're gonna go back in just because the game literally just updated as soon as I closed it. I'll give it one more shot. I can get to the third level pretty much every time. It's just that's when the huge difficulty spike was. So we could do a direct comparison. I was gonna switch to Common Rider, but could do a direct comparison because you just saw how unfair it was, and now I'm going right back into the game after they nerfed it. It's kind of cool, really. I had some pretty crap stuff that run anyway. Really don't regret my decision to reset. Losing a revive on level 3 before the end is not a good thing. There we go. Frame rate's better now. There's another shot. This is the last run for real, though. I wanted to play some other roguelikes tonight. It's already like 12:30. Yeah, I don't want that, actually. I think I'm just gonna reset, actually. I'm gonna go ahead and reset. I, like, don't want that. Wasted my reroll and I didn't get any of the things I needed. Hopefully the game won't really devolve into that, but... yeah. I only have one reroll, so... if I don't get something good out of this, then I'm gonna go ahead and reset. Probably do a couple resets. Okay, good, there's thunder. This is Metal Mutation, it's PC only right now, but it does work on the Steam Deck, so if you care about portability, I played it a good like 3 hours today. I played it a good 3 hours today on the Steam Deck, and it runs well. They said that they want to get verified, but I guess there's like a queue system for new games to get verified, but it works perfectly. Like start to finish, no bugs. The performance is good too, which in a game like this is very important, obviously. There's parries and just dodges in this game, so you don't want it dropping frames on you. I don't know if he just got here, but I like just did a run of this. And then I closed the game and they did a patch, so I'm doing one more. I was gonna switch to Common Rider because I want to do speed runs on that game, but I have to grind out the file. But since I just rage quit the last run, I'm gonna go ahead and do a direct comparison. How much better is the game now? Should have put this game in early access, honestly. Because it's like a complete game, but there's lots of balancing issues and stuff. But they were smart enough to not release on console right away, so that'll help things. Kinda legit sucks buying games like this on console, because they do bug fixes and stuff. They add like whole new content and it takes like months to come out on the Switch. At least they don't have that problem. Take the crit. Just for the burst damage. Alright. I don't really need the badges anymore. Hopefully they have some kind of sync for the badges, because I already bought everything in there. It's probably like a gold sync for it later, maybe after you beat the game or something. I haven't beaten the game yet. This guy's stuff is useless too. Why would I want to take that for only 2 runes? Doesn't make any sense. Why would I want to take that for just 2 rooms? If it was permanent, it'd be worth the money, but the money is better spent on just saving up for the healing rooms, because you can get an extra mutation in there. Like I've got $200 cash right now. Let's see here. Okay, there we go. That's level 2. So now next time I get fire, I'm guaranteed, pretty much almost guaranteed to get the fusion. The fusion's pretty good, because it keeps you invincible a long time. Oh, there we go, right there. Fusion. Good start. I don't really need the heal right now. That chick is kind of useless. She feels like a gold sink. Damn, he got destroyed. I wish the enemies are more fun to fight. He got completely annihilated. Just no chance. The boss fights are really fun. It's the trash mobs that are like what kills you in this game. Okay, so it's ice and wind for the normal attack fusions. I haven't gotten that yet, so I want to give it a good shot here. Having 2 fusions might be what I need. Oh good, got it right away. I want to spend on lightning right now. Kinda don't need it. Yeah, I don't want that. That attack actually really sucks too. I'll take the dash. Save up. Unless there's an attack up in here, a heal. I don't want to waste a heal when I have that much. Make sure that next shop I can get the next mutation. Alright, it's just the third level, so let's see, let me pull up the patch notes, actually. The monsters in the third and fourth chapters weaken the attack interval, attack power, mutated HP, and shield. Huh. Let's see what happens. Doesn't say by how much, so maybe like 5% or something. As soon as the spiders spawn, I'll have a better idea of if this is something I'll stick with or not. Banish to the backlog. Ice. Yeah, I need ice. I need the normal attack ice to level up, so I can get the fusion. And I need one wind upgrade. Nice. Cool. Oh, good. Perfect. Perfect. They definitely have less health. And they have less shield as well. He still got bursted down pretty hard. Alright, that's worth it. Kinda don't want to take that. Make sure I have enough for a heal. Yeah, the recovery's right here, so... That's ice, I think. Grab that. Oh, this shit is really useless too. The one that shoots when you go backwards. I don't see what the point of that is. It's like putting in a crazy amount of effort. It's putting in a crazy amount of effort to hit something, and then like the payoff is like just not there. I don't know why you would ever take that. Unless there's like some kind of crazy synergy with it or something. I tried that before, I'm like, this takes way too much effort in a game where if you make one mistake, you get like juggled half your health. Why would I want to take that? Makes no logical sense. Compared to the Kamen Rider game, this game does have a lot of really seemingly useless items, which I kind of don't like. Kamen Rider game doesn't have like that many items, but I'd say like 85% of them are useful. It's not like a bunch of just complete junk. I think the problem is a lot of the defensive stuff in this game has like 30-second cooldowns. In a game where there's so much player hits done, it's like I just don't see how it would do much. It feels like they could cut the cooldown in half, and it wouldn't make you invincible. Make you a little bit more capable of dealing with this stuff, but it wouldn't make you invincible. I'd like aggressively balance that stuff. Hate this enemy! Just remove them from the game. They're not fun to fight. It's annoying. They just keep running away and shooting. And then they make it so you can't see, so that something else just kills you. Just remove them entirely. They suck to fight. They're like the worst enemy in every game. What's the point of this if it's on a 30-second cooldown? You use it like once per room. Less than that. It's probably like once every 2 rooms. Status effects in general are just never fun at all. Because it's always too one-sided. It's always too one-sided. It's always... They can just make it so you want to uninstall the game, but you can't do it to them. It's very rare to find a game that actually lets you go wild with status effects. It's a one-sided relationship. The game has the advantage. The player does not. Countless games I've played like that. It's been a problem for a long time. That was what was awesome about Tales of Xillia 1. Yeah, here's this like low-cost move that procs fire and does percentage damage to bosses. So you can just like run away from them and it takes off it does like 10 ticks or something. Tales of Xillia 1 has a lot of problems, but making it feel like speccing in status effects was fun is something that it'll never be taken away from it. The fact that you could actually do that is really cool. It's always just they annoy and frustrate the player, but you can't. It's too one-sided in like almost every game. The Neo games are like that too. You could inflict it on them, but the problem with status builds was that you hit diminishing returns too fast. So I got through all that game's content just making a glass cannon because that worked on everything. Status builds really felt like you had to stack a lot of damage because the diminishing returns kick in each time you procced it. So eventually it would not proc at all, or it would proc for like 1 second, which is not enough to do anything, even in a fast-paced game like Neo. That's why I need to play Neo The World Ends With You, because status effects work on bosses in that game. It's like actually viable. Say the same for hunting games as well. The thing about hunting games is the grind to make all the weapons. Like God Eater 3 and Tokiden, I just played with raw attack. Like it wasn't worth the effort. It is if you put the time into it, but I don't think raw is very viable in the more modern Monster Hunter games, though. Tokiden and God Eater is very viable to just run raw. This should be fusion. Nice. Got both fusions. Cool. Let's try it. That looks pretty sick. Yeah, they work in turn-based games the best. That's pretty much where they originate from. It's just when they started putting them into more active action-type games is when it got worse. I'm gonna go for wind, actually, because I want to get the R2 wind. Status effects are one of those things that they were done best in the stuff they came from, like tabletop RPGs, turn-based RPGs. But then they start thinking that they could put them in everything else, and you kind of can't. Okay, you're just gonna keep running away and wasting time. Just a time waster boss. Alright, where's the boss? Great, I do my R1 that's on a 20-second cooldown and he doesn't do it fast enough. I hate bosses that turn invisible. I'm stuck in hit stun! Lose this run because of this stupid boss. Doesn't turn invisible so much. Just spamming projectiles and turning invisible. Great fun. Just make a normal boss like the other guys. All this boss is just spamming and running away! Worst fucking kind of boss! Can you stop doing that? Lost like half my health because the boss just spams projectiles non-stop. Great fun. Turns invisible and runs away. Doesn't even fucking fight you. Just gonna run away and spam. Always the worst fucking boss. Every game. Can't stand it. Can't think of a way to make it actually fun, challenging like the other bosses. So we're just gonna make him run away and juggle you to death. Great boss. Especially in this game with all the hits done. Why is there a boss like that? That's how it should be. That's how it should be. Especially in a game like that. It should be like that. It's just devs are too scared to let you do stuff like that. It's fun. As long as it's not, like, mandatory to finish the game, I don't see the problem with it personally. That's the Tales of Xillia speedrun in a nutshell. That's how they get through the game so underleveled. Because they spec around status effects, which are incredibly busted in that game because they actually work on bosses. And speedrun is really boring to watch. It's not really high execution, like a lot of the other Tales speedruns. But it's a cool speedrun just because you can see, like, the power fantasy of actually having status effects work on a boss, instead of them just arbitrarily kind of ignoring that entire system, which is like 90% of games. Action games, anyway. Anything with real-time combat. But too often it feels like if you spec in status effects in action games, it's like just neutering yourself, pretty much. The payoff is not worth the effort. It's like a disproportionate amount of effort versus, like, actual reward. I kind of felt like that in Nioh and Nioh 2. Especially because in Nioh 2 they, like, nerfed damage across the board, so it was a lot harder to just burst stuff down. I felt like it made elemental builds a lot worse. That's why my guy was pretty much just a glass cannon. He could break a key bar and combo them to death pretty quickly. And it didn't really rely on status effect procs that much, so even if I didn't burst them down, I wasn't, like, completely crippled. The way that status works in that game, if you proc something too many times, the diminishing returns kick in, and, like, it'll be enough for, like, one slash or one punch. Even in a fast game like that, it's, like, not enough to really be viable. The thing about Nioh 2, though, is they definitely did have that fear, because the first Nioh is a really weird game in comparison to the second one, because the first one still has good combat, but the balancing is really bad. But it's also, like, straight up Diablo. You can just, like, do, like, one attack and take off, like, half the health bar. It's a very different game. At first glance, Nioh 2 looks like an asset flip. pretty much completely change the gameplay loop. Make it so you actually want to use your moveset. You can't get that level of power in that game at all. It's not possible. You can still make broken stuff, just not to that extent. Not like... like do the sign of the cross with the dual swords and just one-shot human enemies. Like entire bosses. You can't do that anymore. I can't think of too many games where status effects are actually viable. Action games, that is. Turn-based games, they always are. That's like the only kind of game where they're actually fun to interact with. Stuff like this, it's always just... it frustrates you, because it's too one-sided of an interaction. Oh, come on. I hate that when you push the button for the super, it takes him like half a second to actually turn invincible. So you can't use it point blank, because it just gets you killed. And then it goes on 20-second cooldown. Pretty dumb. Could be invincible frame 1. Not being able to use it point blank because of lack of invincibility would make more sense if there wasn't. It takes 2 resources to do it. You need 200 EMP energy, and then you need to wait for the cooldown as well, so like, it should be something you just fire and forget. It's pretty whack. Countless times I've casted it, he doesn't do it fast enough, so I get killed. Get wombo combo. How was the new Salt and Sanctuary, the one that's stuck on Epic? How was that one? I'm just kind of annoyed with those games, because he was making the dishwasher games, and the combat in those is way better than trying to do a Souls-like, of course. Like, how is that game? Is it, like, any better? I don't hear anyone talk about it because it's stuck on Epic. Surprise, surprise. No one actually plays games on there. Besides Fortnite. Hope they gave him a big bag of money for doing that, because I never heard anyone talk about that game at all. Epic curse. You pay you good money to put your game on there, but then no one actually plays it. getting much better. Still getting just completely gangbanged here. Everything just puts you in hit stuff for so long. It's like you can't dodge all this stuff because the dash is on a fucking cooldown. Should be like a little bit of invincibility frames, at least some armor. It's not on like 20-second cooldown. This guy is still alive somehow. Getting stunned in this game is so frustrating. Barely combo them, but they could just, everything they do just makes your guy just keel over. Life alert. When does this game end? I've fought like 6 bosses. This game doesn't know when to end. It should have ended like 20 minutes ago. It just keeps going and going. It's like the Energizer Bunny. I don't want any of this stuff. Just give me an actual heal. Shit is useless. Give me an actual real heal. Because I just get stuck in combos forever and I can't do anything. How much longer is this damn game? This would be so much more fun if it was like half an hour long. I'm already exhausted. Make the run shorter so it's actually fun to replay. It's like you get here and the run just dies because everything just puts you in hit stuff forever. Idea of difficulty is just, let's just put a bunch of enemies in a small room, and if they so much as tap you on the shoulder, you're stuck in a combo for like 8 seconds, and half your health is gone, with no fault of your own. There's no iframes or combo protection or anything, it's just, you get touched once you're dead. And the dash is on a cooldown, so that doesn't work either. Please end the game. You proved your point. Proved your point. It's difficult. It's not fun difficult. After like 5 bosses, I'm checked out. I want to stop playing, but the game won't end. It's too long. I don't know how much more I could really play this, honestly. It's just too exhausting and frustrating. I just juggled to death. Great. This game just doesn't know when to end. There goes my revive, because I can't fucking do anything. Come on, man. Does this game ever end? It's exhausting. Please just spawn the boss and end the run already. Okay, no more. Give me a heal on the boss, and that's it. Probably like 4 more bosses after this. This game doesn't know when to blow its load. It's just endless. How many bosses do you need in a roguelike? 1 run. It won't even give me a fucking heal. It gives me this useless shit that doesn't do anything. Thanks. Thanks for nothing. I hope this is the last boss. I'm probably not going to have a chance of beating it, though, as I wasted my revive as the combo. Is this the last boss? Please be the last boss. I've suffered enough. Got 7,000 HP. Not looking good. At least I get to see it. Nice. This fucking game, man. The last 8 bosses weren't enough. That took an hour. Great.